Need some coins for that God Squad you've always wanted? For fast and the cheapest coins anywhere, make sure you guys check out MMOEXP.com and use code ZERK for 5% off your order. Link is in the description.
The whole thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
What's going on, guys? It's Zirksee today with another Madden Ultimate Team video, and today I'm going to be going over my playoff promo predictions. So I have actually went through, I did look at all of the theme teams over on mutt.gg. You can actually go ahead and take a look at the theme teams column at the top right there, and I did look at pretty much all of the gaps that every single team has. I also thought about the players that could potentially get Team of the Year cards, and I made a list of 2 players for every single team that I think we'll see in the playoff promo. Now, if it's like years past, the way that they could do it, and again, the playoff promo I believe is going to be dropping this Friday, Thursday night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. They're going to be doing a little reveal stream, so I'll have a video Thursday night for you guys going over the players, whatever. The way they could do it is we could have 2, I'm guessing 95 overall players probably for every single team, maybe 96 overall. We'll see exactly how high they want to make these overalls, but I'm guessing 95 overalls. I did go through and pick 1 offensive and 1 defensive player that I think can get a 95 or 96 overall, and of course I tried my very best to, you know, not choose too many of one position like wide receiver or specific lineman, D lineman, whatever. But let me know down below what you guys think about my predictions, and we'll get into it. I do want to give a shout out to Ricky Williams for being a part of the Noti Gang. If you guys want a chance to shout out in the next video, drop a like in the vid. Make sure you guys are subbed to the channel, turn notification bell on, and comment down below Noti Gang. Also, speaking of the playoffs, guys, this weekend, of course, we have the NFL playoffs. So if you guys have not already checked out Underdog Fantasy, you can use code ZERK to match your first deposit up to $100. There are a couple of tournaments, including one that is a $1 million prize pool with $200,000 going to first place. And there is actually a new special currently going on Underdog Fantasy. Every single week leading up to the Super Bowl, there's going to be a new special line that you can only use one special line. So you could use it this week, next week, whatever, but you can only use one special line. And the one for this week is Stephon Diggs over under 1 receiving yard. So yeah, pretty much a guaranteed hit right there unless something crazy happens. So if you hop on, you pair that with another line that you think is going to be like a guaranteed hit, you can do a maximum entry of $25, and just doing 2 players is 3 times. So if you do $25, Diggs is pretty much a guaranteed hit. You pair it when you think is a lock, then you'd win $75, or you can do up to 5 players and win 20 times your money. So check it out. Use code ZERK to match your first deposit up to $100. So let's get into this. As you guys can see on the offensive side of things for the Bills, I'm going with Mitch Morse. Now, some of you might say, why not Josh Allen? And to be honest with you guys, I'm not going with Josh Allen because here's the thing. The Team of the Year promo, right, isn't going to be coming out for, I expect, a couple of weeks here. And, of course, this Friday, we have the Team of the Year voting, right? So there's going to be multiple players that we are going to vote on when it comes to each position. And then whichever ones we vote on, you know, EA is going to go ahead and make. So I fully expect Josh Allen to be one of the quarterbacks that you can at least select, right? That kind of makes it more difficult with this prediction video because there's going to be multiple players EA is going to have as potential options, but, you know, Josh Allen may not even end up winning that, although I kind of feel like he will if Josh Allen is on there. So Josh Allen, I fully expect to be there. The only other player I can really think of would have been maybe Singletary here, but I have another running back that I think will probably get it over him. So I'm going to go with center and Mitch Morse because that theme team does need a center. And then on the defensive side of the ball, I'm going to go with Matt Milano. Now, honestly, not too crazy about this pick. Maybe they go, you know, with like Micah Hyde or something if they want to go in a different direction. But I feel like Matt Milano has a pretty solid chance of this. You know, I wish that Tre'Davious White wouldn't have been injured the entire year because I don't feel like they would go ahead and pick Tre'Davious White since he's been injured for a large part of the year. He did tear his ACL, I believe. So I'm going to go with Matt Milano. Now on to the Cardinals. I really feel like it's between 2 players, but I really am confident that I think it's going to be Zach Ertz because I feel like Ertz, you know, I watch a lot of Cardinals games. I watched a decent amount of Cardinals games recently, I should say, and Zach Ertz is always showing up. You know, definitely was a great trade for them, and he only has this 90 overall Team of the Week card, so being up to, let's say, a 95 overall, this could be a decent card. I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not picking players that would be the best possible cards in the game, but this would be a decent card, and if not Zach Ertz, I feel like Christian Kirk probably has the second highest chance for the offense. Defensively, I'm going to go with Jalen Thompson. Again, I did take a look through their theme team and really take a look at what players they needed. And strong safety or free safety is actually one of the ones they do need. So I'm going to go with Jalen Thompson here. He's got 91 speed, 92 weeks on this 88 overall card. Pretty good zone coverage. You know, I almost went with corner, but Byron Murphy just got like the blitz card, I want to say it was. And they did also just get Patrick Peterson as well with the Zero Chill promo. And taking a look at the rest of the cards, I feel like Jalen Thompson makes sense. And now on to the Bengals. I'm going to go with Joe Mixon. Now, again, another quarterback possible team here, right, with Joe Burrow, of course. And then when you think about that offense and the players to potentially go with, you know, maybe they slide one of the wide receivers a card, but I just feel like it's got to be Mixon, right? Mixon here only has the 86 overall Gridiron Guardian, and then he has a +1 from a team of the week. So to me, this one makes the most sense. Like, I probably feel like this is one of my most confident picks here. So I'm going to go with Mixon for offense with the Bengals. And on to the Bengals defense, I'm going to go with Trey Hendrickson. Now, keep in mind as well, guys, I don't know if I mentioned this at the beginning of this video, but there will, of course, be, at least hopefully anyways, some lower, you know, pieces, some lower players that will get upgrades as well. So if there's like a player that you kind of think is going to get some sort of playoff upgrade, they may not get the big card, but Trey Hendrickson has been one of the best defensive players on that team, and I believe he's actually top 5 in sacks. I want to say he has like 14 sacks in the year. And to be honest, I actually had Chidobe Awuzie over here, and I was gonna go with him because I kind of just want him so I could pick him up and get like Cowboys chemistry on him, but I decided to not be biased, and we're going with Trey Hendrickson because it definitely makes a lot more sense to go with him. And now on to my Cowboys. As much as I wanted to say Tony Pollard here because I feel like that card would be crazy, I mean, Zach Martin just screams playoffs, right? Doesn't have a single upgrade in the game right now, and it's Zach Martin. They absolutely love to get Cowboys, you know, offensive lineman upgrades when it comes to playoff promo or just team of the year promo, whatever. So Zach Martin makes perfect sense. Other Cowboy who does not have an upgrade right now in the game is DeMarcus Lawrence. So I know we have Randy Gregory. Micah Parsons already has a really good card. I'm going to go with D-Law. I will say, though, my second option as a Cowboys fan, right? I've watched a ton of Cowboys games, obviously, every single game. I think my second option here would probably be J-Ron Curse because he has played so crazy, but D-Law's played really well since his return. And another offensive lineman here who does not have an upgrade just yet is David Bakhtiari. So to, you know, really get rid of these offensive linemen potential teams, I think David Bakhtiari makes sense. I don't know if we're going to get Rodgers here. I really doubt we will. Obviously, we have the NFL honors coming up, and he could potentially win MVP. So I don't think EA wants to give him a card because if he wins MVP, then he'll get a limited there. Also, another quarterback, maybe they'll have in the team of the year predictions. Or the team of the year voting. I don't know if they will because they probably think he's going to win MVP there. Running backs, Aaron Jones, I don't think that he's going to get it. Wide receivers, of course, Devontae Adams, he's obviously not going to get the card. So I think this is probably an O-lineman team. And one of the best players on the Packers defense here has been Rasul Douglas, without a doubt. Also, he's 6'2", so I think this is actually a really solid card. Hopefully, the man will get up a little bit more, and maybe the block should as well, but speed could be solid, 6'2", good zone coverage. And it pains me to put him on here, but Joe Thuney, if you know, you know. Simple as that. So Joe Thuney here, left guard, 88 overall. Taking a look at the team, I mean, Mahomes in there, don't really see him get an upgrade. Tyreek Hill, of course, not going to get one. Travis Kelce, also not going to get one based on their overalls already in the game. And then the rest of the wide receivers, I don't really see that happening. Darrell Williams, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, don't think that's going to happen. I think the Chiefs are an O-lineman team, and I'm going to go with Thuney. And on to the defensive side of things for the Chiefs. Mark it down right now. Bookmark it, stamp it, screen record this video. Tweet it at me when the playoff players get revealed. If Honey Badger is not a part of this promo, I would be shocked. I would be absolutely shocked. Actually does not have a single upgrade in the game. This card you guys are looking at right here is actually a store card from the beginning of the year in the yard, and he only has his base elite card. How does the Badger not have an upgrade? Absolutely, he will be there 95 overall or 96, whatever that is. As for a team that I think we could see a quarterback out of, though, I'm going to go with Derek Carr and the Raiders. Now, I feel like the only other option that I could potentially see here would be Josh Jacobs, but again, I'm going to go with Joe Mixon for the Bengals. And, you know, so far, teams that actually need quarterback upgrades, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, I feel like they're both going to be team of the year votes. So I'm going to go with Derek Carr. I feel like he's probably going to be the quarterback. And since he is a field general, right, if he gets up to a 95 overall, his awareness is an 87 on this 90, right? So a 95, he'd be over a 90 awareness, get his throw power up, over 95 there. Powered up, let's say he's a 95, powered up to 96, he would get Horror Master, and he would get Gunslinger. So if you're wondering how good this card would actually be, his release though, generic 3, that's not bad. So Derek Carr would be pretty solid. And of course, defensively for them, Max Crosby. Like, come on, how can it not be Max Crosby as well? I feel like this one is probably going to be another lock. And I know that I've already done another left down over here with DeMarcus Lawrence, but keep in mind, I feel like they could definitely just do repeat positions, is what it is. I'm going to go with Max Crosby. Absolutely. I think that he deserves the card. I mean, if you watch a Raiders game, this is like the one defensive player they have that makes plays consistently. So yes, Crosby for sure. And for the Rams, I feel like without a doubt, they're going to be an offensive lineman team. When you take a look at that theme team and what positions they actually need, I'm going to go with Austin Corbett here at right guard. Only an 81 overall. And defensively, this one was a little bit tough. You know, I almost went with Taylor Rapp, but he just got the 0 chill card. I'm going to go with Von Miller. Von Miller hasn't had an upgrade since the Superstar promo, and I know EA is just, they're waiting to drop a Von Miller card. People always go crazy for them, you know, so absolutely, I think it's going to be Von. You know what? I decided to listen to Twitter and also you guys in the comment section. I did actually tweet out as well, and I asked people for their playoff predictions. And pretty much every Patriots fan said Mac Jones, Mac Jones, Mac Jones, Mac Jones. So could we get 2 quarterbacks with Derek Carr and Mac Jones? Yeah, I think we could. So yeah, we'll go Mac Jones. And defensively, taking a look at that team, I was actually kind of surprised that Kyle Duggar does not have a single upgrade so far this year, and I believe their theme team strong safety is actually Rodney Harrison, so they do badly need a new strong safety. Kyle Duggar, I looked up his stats, I'm playing pretty solid, so I'm going to go with him. For the Philadelphia Eagles, Jason Kelce, another offensive lineman that doesn't have an upgrade. It's almost like EA was kind of waiting for the playoff promo to play out and see maybe if they would make the playoffs so they could give Jason Kelce and some other teams like Zach Martin and David Bakhtiari some upgrades here. I think it makes perfect sense. And I almost went with Fletcher here, but taking a look at Javon Hargrave and the stats that he actually has for the team, he only has an 81 overall card. So maybe they go with Fletcher because he's a bigger name, and I believe his last card was a 91. So jumping Fletcher from a 91 to a 95 or 96 could definitely still happen, but I'm going with Hargraves, who has the lower overall card. And for the Steelers, this is one I really want to see. Deontay Johnson, I mean, in my opinion, he's definitely their best wide receiver. You know, you have Chase Claypool, he's kind of the big body receiver, can make those plays. Maybe would be a better card just because he is such a big body receiver, but Deontay Johnson, I feel like, deserves it. Way more. He's trying to put that team on his back. So Deontay Johnson, he actually only has an 88 overall, but he does have a team league +1. So I'm going to go with Deontay. And taking a look at that secondary for the Steelers of that theme team, they definitely need some help there. So I'm going to go with Joe Hayden to get a nice little upgrade. And with the 49ers, taking a look at that offense, I know 49ers fans, I had quite a few of them say, you know, Jimmy Garoppolo, but I feel like, you know, maybe they don't necessarily need a wide receiver. Taking a look at the theme team, I know they have Jerry Rice, I know they have Randy Moss, of course, Deebo Samuel with that 93 overall, but Ayuk doesn't have a single upgrade, and I feel like he's been playing pretty solid for them recently, and I'm sure 49ers fans, you know, if you have a 49ers theme team, you wouldn't mind getting a nice little 95 overall Brandon Ayuk card. I'm a big fan of Brandon Ayuk in real life here, so I absolutely would want to see this card. For their secondary, I'm going to give them a little bit of help here and go with Jimmy Ward. I almost went with Fred Warner, but he has a 92, and Jimmy only an 81 overall card. And for the Buccaneers, the only reason I'm not giving them Mike Evans here, because I feel like Mike Evans has a lower overall card to where he could potentially, you know, make the jump there, is simply because I have so many wide receivers already on this list, and I have another one that I feel like is definitely going to get it. So for them, I'm going with Tristan Wirfs at right tackle. Would be a great card. Yes, I know that Mike Evans only has a 90 overall and Wirfs has a 91, but again, I feel like there's just other wide receivers that they want to go with here. And for the defensive side of things, things, I'm going with Vita Vea. Hasn't had this upgrade or had an upgrade since the Superstar promo. It actually, his last card was a running back. So yeah, we'll go with Vita Vea. That other wide receiver I was talking about, yeah, that's AJ Brown. 87 overall here, so I do think the AJ Brown is probably gonna be the Titans. I feel pretty confident in this one. You know, maybe the 49ers don't get Ayuk because I've had a couple of other wide receivers in this list as well, but I feel like AJ Brown is probably gonna get it. Deontay probably as well. So we'll see about that. AJ Brown though, 6 feet tall, you know, 88 speed, 89 excel, and this 87 overall. He needs a new card. And the final player on my prediction list is Jeffrey Simmons. I know, another defensive lineman here, and I really thought about going with, say, you know, Bud Dupree or Harold Landry, but Landry has a much higher overall card. Bud Dupree, maybe, but Jeffrey Simmons played better. So, I mean, I feel like it's probably going to be Jeffrey Simmons, only an 86 overall, one of their better defense players as well. So, with that being said, guys, I hope you did enjoy the video, and if you did, make sure you guys drop a like in the video, and of course, hit that sub button down below. Let me know who you guys think we will get. I don't expect to be 100% correct at all. You know, I never am with these prediction videos. EA can do pretty much whatever they want to, but I'm feeling decently confident about I'll say I get 50% right. I'll say I get 50% right. I'm feeling pretty good about a lot of these. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. I'll see you guys next time.